show my face once again. Rare occasion, but welcome back to my channel. And today we have an odd video because we hit 1K. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for 1K. Oh my god. I guess I'm just keeping the light stick around as my hand weapon, but thank you so much for 1K. Holy moly. Thank you so much. I'm wildin'. I earnestly never thought I'd make it past like maybe 300 subs, considering that collecting a girl group on top of that is kind of very niche. I always thought I'd be like a pretty small channel, and I was okay with that. I was just like, I'm just gonna do this for fun. But okay. So as promised, I am doing a Q&A video. I just want to do this as a way to say thank you, and I feel like I should show my face a little more often. I mean, not like I have to, but I just think it's nice to be able to like be a little closer. So I have asked on Instagram a couple times for questions, and I gathered a little list of questions I'm gonna answer. So let's just get started. So the first question is, what got me into K-pop / Red Velvet? Actually, I never really listened to pop or K-pop before. I was more of like one of those like metal emo kids since I was like pretty young. So I never really listened to pop much. I never had a pop phase, except for Fergie, which we stan. We love Fergie in this household. I was very much into anime, so I knew about J-pop and such. Through that, I sort of like found Girls' Generation's G. Absolutely adored G, but I didn't really look for more past that. And then basically 2 years ago? 1, 2, 3? Okay, I can't remember anymore, but 2 or 3 years ago, I was having a really bad time actually. My mental health wasn't amazing back then, and I was just like, you know, on YouTube browsing. Oh my god, have I been out of focus? I hope I haven't. Yeah, I was just like browsing on YouTube, and suddenly I got a video recommended, and I clicked on it because it looked fun, and it ended up being the Red Flavor music video, and it had just released like a week ago or something. I was just like watching it, and I was like, I kind of love this, and I kind of couldn't get it out of my head. That same night I like watched a couple more videos. I remember looking at Russian Roulette and maybe a couple others. Basically a week later, I was talking to my partner, and I was like, hey, like, do you want to see this video with me? Like, it's really weird. Like, I just randomly found this, and we watched it together again. We watched the Red Flavor again, and then Rookie, and we were both just like, oh my god. We were just so obsessed. I was like, well, more me than them, but we were both like, damn, this is really cool. I basically started watching all of their music videos and like just like learning more and more about them, but it was very slow because I didn't really understand how K-pop worked as a like community and structure, because it's really different from other music. Like, you have live shows and like just like all of these other like comebacks and aspects to it, and the promotion period, which isn't as normal, you know, like over here where we don't really have music shows. I guess I'm rambling at this point, but I remember one day just like being like, I wonder if Red Velvet's released anything. It was just like, it'd been months, and I logged onto YouTube, and literally that day, the Bad Boy teasers had dropped, the ones where like each girl had a teaser, and then Joy has the one where she's like looking up, like face super red from like the bloody cake, and I was like, oh, I love this. Yeah, I fell down the hole. I kept looking more info after that, and I just kind of like kept looking for more and more and more about them, and I was just like, wow, I really love this group, until I realized I was so deep in the hole. Yeah, that was a very long first question answer, and I'm sorry, but I feel like it deserved a little explanation, you know? So my favorite group or solo artist besides Red Velvet, like which groups do I stan besides Red Velvet? So obviously RB, #1 forever, but after Red Velvet, I really love Luna. I found them through Love Forever. That's when I started standing, and I love them. I think they're really amazing, and I like a lot of what they're doing. I love Yerin Beck, as I've said on this channel before. She used to be in 15 and is now a soloist. I totally recommend her music. Very jazzy, very it's just so moody. It's so great. I love Weki Meki. That's a really new thing. I'm obsessed with Weki Meki. I'm actually gonna start collecting Weki Meki. Piki Piki had come out and I was like, who are these girls? And then Dazzle Dazzle just came out and I fell in love and I'm here. And I feel really inspired by their music. Aside from them, I love Oh My Girl. I don't stand them where I know every single member really well, but I do love all of their music, and especially the subunit Oh My Girl Banana, top tier. We stan. I absolutely love that little album. I also love FX and her music. I love IU, especially she has an album called A Flower Bookmark. I think it's so lovely. Gowasana, adore. I love Pinky Star. Great. And Puzzle Moon, all of their comebacks have been great. Sunmi, we stan. I love Sunmi, our gay queen. Sully, maybe dark thing to bring up, but I absolutely adore Sully and her solo music. I love Triple H. I love all their singles so much. And honestly, I really do listen to all girl group comebacks because I'm whipped. I love my girl groups, so I definitely do listen to every single comeback that comes out. Okay, so what inspired me to start collecting? So I didn't know collecting was a thing in K-pop at first. One day I just like randomly searched on eBay to see if Red Velvet had albums because I was like, maybe I should get some. And then I was like, wait, they're really cute. Like, they're actually well designed and pretty. So I think I ordered Red Summer first. Like, that was my very first album. And I was like, wow, this is like really cute. And I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I had like the photo card, right? But I slowly started learning that was the thing with K-pop albums, just to be very well curated and such. And honestly, Brenda Arlene. Brenda Arlene on YouTube, she is like the queen Rebel Love YouTube collector. We stan. She commented on my channel and I literally freaked out. I was like, oh wow, senpai noticed me. Totally love her and her channel. It was very calming. When I was having like really rough school days, like I would come home and just watch it and feel really relaxed. That is actually something I chose to do with my own channel too. I was like, I'm gonna try to make it as like nurturing and calm and like easy to watch when you come home from school or work. Part of why I started collecting was because I like art a lot and I like really good packaging, really good design. There's like a sort of like craftsmanship and artistry that I really appreciate, and I actually felt really inspired to make art after watching them. So a lot of why I collect is because I'm an art school student and I need inspiration and I love good art and like, well, good design. Someone's screaming outside. So next is there any merch that I want to have redesigned? Is there yes, the jewel cases. Jewel cases. The vein of my existence. First of all, why is this so hard to pull out? Why do I only get a simple ass photo book? I wanted a cuter photo book than this, low-key. But also, we don't need jewel cases. Like, come on, this is cheap. Why is it that 2 or 3 Red Velvet's full-length albums are in jewel cases? Why? SM, like, look at how cool this is. We could have had a cool cover. Or like, I mean, the cover is cool. I love this cover. But I wanted like a cool album for the Red. The Red is like top tier. I'm mad. I'm salty. Aside from that, I also, oh my god. Okay, so this is my biggest anger. And I think I hate it even more than the freaking jewel cases. I may hate it more. So, the Rep Festival. Day 1, both versions. Day 2, both versions. Finale. All of them line up perfectly. They are the same height, the same width. And I was like, fuck yeah, Rep Festival Finale is gonna release 5 albums and 1 small version, and it will be perfect because it'll be my perfect Rep Festival hero. And then this bitch comes out. And I love her. I love this album. The packaging is so freaking cute. Okay, she is both taller and thicker. Like, considerably thicker and taller than the other albums. Only 1 came out and it does not line up at all. It looks like a mess when you put it next to them. So I was like, SM, it could have been so good. It could have been so beautiful. It's the Rep Festival. It would have been perfect to have. I'm ranting. I'm ranting. I'm clearly angry. I'm agitated. I'm sweating. Like, SM, it was the Rep Festival. We should have had them all perfectly lined up. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna take forever. There's too many questions. I'm gonna speed this up. Oh, what's been my favorite type of merch? Okay, so I feel like I love the oddball merch, but one of my favorites is the 3rd anniversary red velvet. So basically, this is it. It feels so cute. There's another pin that's supposed to go here, but I put it on my pin board, and it's like a brooch, right? Like a really cute little brooch. And the base version has like red velvet and their debut date on it. But then it's like a magnet and you can pop it out and you purchase a specific members. And then you just pop it back in. And I think that's like the coolest thing. I also love this standee. I am a hoe for the red outfits from this era. And this is maybe a little silly, but I love this. And I love the Japanese light sticks too. The post person is outside. Are you bringing anything for me? What am I passionate about? Okay, clearly red velvet. I have a lot of feels. Animal Crossing. I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan. Huge, and New Horizons is about to go out. I love clothing. I love, you know, self-decorating, home decor. I love 3D art, digital art, new media. I love that. I make 3D animation, I make games. I also love textiles, fibers, weaving, stitching, etc. Yeah, I just like making things. I also feel passionate, maybe this is too political for this channel, but I feel really passionate about decolonization and post-colonial studies and just gender studies in general, because my country is still a colony, so anyway. Okay, so what was the hardest thing to get in my collection? 2 people asked this and it's an odd question. Nothing has been specifically difficult to get, like I haven't really struggled. It's been more like getting the money for some stuff has been difficult, and maybe in terms of difficulty in finding or like achieving the item, definitely getting, oh my god, the Joyous Bar showcase cards for Zimzalabim. The ones that were like given out during that showcase were really hard to get because I had to like Google Translate Korean and talk to someone on Twitter. I don't use Twitter. And then get, what did I get? I got All That Sales to then send them a money transfer, and then that person mailed it to All That Sales, and then All That Sales mailed it to me. It felt like a big, but that's the hardest, I guess. It's hard to tell. Okay, 5 K-pop songs that I love but people might not expect me to. This is kind of funny because it means I have to assume what other people would assume about me, which gets a little meta, but I think most people know I don't really like listen to a lot of boy groups, so a couple of my songs were from that. I'm not throwing shade on boy groups, but I love girls. But there's one song, Stray Kids, Side Effects. I love it. I don't know what it is about it. I know it's like controversial as a song, but it's really like moody and cool. There's something about it. I listened to it on repeat for like a few days when it first came out, and it's just, when I'm coding, it like really gets me in the groove. I don't know why. What else? Oh, Taemin. I love Taemin. I don't really listen to all of his music, but I love his singles. I have so much respect for Taemin. And one of my best friends is a huge Taemin stan since forever, so they definitely got me more into him. I love shopping. I don't know why. I went to see Super M in concert with my friend, the one I just talked about, because the tickets were really cheap, and I was like, I mean, it's a lot of the top tier boys from boy groups, so I was like, it should be a good show. And it was fun to go, but I don't know why I like shopping. Maybe it's just because I like SM music, but and then I wrote Everglow songs. I think people don't really expect me to like be super into Girl Crush, which I'm not aesthetically, but I do like a lot of Girl Crush music, so yeah, I do like them. What are my favorite movies that put me in a good mood? It's a little hard to answer that question since I can't remember them all perfectly. One of them would definitely be this one. I own it on DVD, and I hate the English translation, Kamikaze Girls. Why? The original name is Shimotsuma Monogatari, and I've also read the book and the manga. I own them all. I'm obsessed. This is really formative for me. It's about a Lolita girl from a rural town who's like really shitty personality wise, and a girl biker gang member who's a sweetheart, and how they become friends. It's lovely. Totally recommend. It really like built me up when I was a young teen. I also love Spirited Away. I have the copy in Spanish because my aunt sent it to me from Mexico when I was really young. I love this movie. This is amazing. It always puts me in a really good mood. A lot of Wes Anderson movies also get me really in there. I get really like at peace and comforted by them. The Emperor's New Groove, amazing. I'm not a big Disney fan in that way, but Emperor's New Groove, top tier. And I will forever stand by the fact that the Spanish dub is better than the English dub, because the jokes that they put in there are super good. They have some sneaky things in there. Big fan. And aside from that, I think Star Wars. Star Wars always gets me in a good mood. Maybe Revenge of the Sith doesn't put me in a good mood by the end because it's so damn sad. Like last we were just rewatching it, and I was just like, when they're like Order 66 happens, I'm just like, oh no, I don't want to watch. But I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Can you even see from here? No. I have a little Luke Skywalker around here. But the next question is, how do I keep up with all of the new Red Velvet merch that is coming out? Oh, and how do I know whether it's official or not? I owe it all to the group chat I'm in. I'm in a really cute group chat with a couple of cuties. But yeah, basically always share whenever we see new information. I used to not have this group chat, and it was definitely a lot harder knowing when things were gonna come out. Frida! Honestly, this group chat just like has me on my game. They're so helpful. They're like, this is coming out, and we're all like, mobilize time. And honestly, I just know what's official just from spending so much time obsessing over this. It became a little bit too big of a hobby, probably. So yeah, it's just been experience. Yeah, just obsessive experience. What else? What is my major in college and future job goals? That is a scary thing to ask me. I'm a senior in college and it's my last semester, so I'm super close to the end. And I'm 25. It took me a minute. If y'all ever need to take a break from school and just take a year off, do it. Like, I did that and I do not regret it at all. So the school I go to technically doesn't have a major, so you can take classes from any department. Their focus is interdisciplinary art, so they want you to take like fibers and, you know, filmmaking and painting and like fashion and all these things, and just like mix it all together. So I never had to choose per se. I first started out in fibers. I was making a lot of fibers and textiles. And then I switched over pretty quickly into video game design and 3D animation. So that's kind of where I've been and kind of what I've been focusing on most of my career. And what are my job post college? That's such a scary question. Sweats. The things I can see myself in, which is I think the better answer here, is I could see myself working for an indie game company. I could see myself working for Nintendo Japan, hopefully. I could work as a gallery artist, just like showcasing as a fine artist. I would low-key love to be a K-pop creative designer for a group. I think I would be really good at it, low-key. I used to be a costume designer. That was like way back in my first college I went to. In high school, that used to be my goal. So I did practice costume design for like movies and theater and commercials. So I would be really good at like getting the overall concept together. I think generally I'd be good as a creative designer. And I would love to like kind of choose the concept for a K-pop group and for each comeback and make sure it's all like tied together. That sounds like a dream job. So what are your favorite album and non-album photo cards for each Red Velvet member? I'm lazy and I don't want to take them out of their packaging right now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put them here. So for Irene, my favorite album card is her RBB card with the black bow, which I got recently that someone sent to me. Thank you again. Top tier, absolutely my favorite album card for her. And my favorite non-album card is the Red Room Collect book. I I'm whipped for Irene with pigtails. I'm absolutely whipped. When Irene gets pigtails, she absolutely bios-wrecks me. For Silgi, my favorite album card is actually the perfect red velvet bad boy, like the bad boy Kino card basically. I think it's so cute. I love the Pooh Bear because, as we all know, her animal is a bear. She looks so cute in it. And my favorite non-album card is definitely her Smilebox card. I think that's one of the most precious, cute, adorable cards I've ever seen. Her little expression, we stand. For Wendy, my favorite album card is her Sappy card. Sappy, everyone just looked so gorgeous. My favorite non-album card is the Red Mare Fukuoka card. I love her bags. Her bags look so cute. She just looks like really like model. Like she's serving it in that card. For Joy, I thought about this long and hard, and I think that my favorite album card of hers has to be the Summer Magic normal card. There's something about this. I don't know if it's the ponytail, the yellow. There's something about it, but she just looks so badass in it to me. She looks so fierce and cute and just like ready to kill it. I love. And in terms of her non-album cards, definitely her Red Room Collect Book card and her 3rd anniversary cards. I love Joy with red hair. I love Joy with red hair. I love Joy with red hair. She looked amazing. For Yeti, I have a hard time deciding between Russian Roulette and Sappy. Russian Roulette, the red hair also looked so good on Yeti. She looks so cute in this. Her makeup was really pretty. Like just like the way she was styled, I thought was amazing. Her contacts, everything. And I also really love how she looks in the Sappy card. My favorite non-album card for Yeti is her Day One Cashby. I don't know what it is about it, but I think she looks really cute in it. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Okay. Next question is, what is my favorite home-cooked meal? I love that people ask food questions. I'm a big foodie. So I don't know if y'all know this, my dad is a chef and my partner is also a chef. So I am a very lucky human being, let's be clear. So my favorite home-cooked meal that my partner makes me, it has to be the French scrambled eggs. French eggs, oh, they're so good. They're so fluffy and buttery and yummy. I had never had them before. They made them for me. Bliss. I love breakfast. From my parents, my favorite home-cooked meal is sopes. So I don't know if y'all know about this. It's kind of like a Mexican dish. I'm not even gonna describe what it is because I'm gonna get hungry. But my mom always made them for me for my birthday and for the events, and they just taste so good. It's such a nice memory. Who is my bias in Weki Meki? So I think I've been trying to figure this out, and I've been watching a lot of videos and interviews with them. I think that Lua is my bias. I think Lua and Sei and Rina. They're all so cute. They're so lovely. They're so lovely. I'm considering whether I want to collect Rina or not because I don't know. I don't know if I should go as hard. So someone asked what my favorite Animal Crossing character is, and I don't know if I can give a straight answer, to be honest. I have several. I'm looking through my cards right now. Tiffany, fave. Renee, I don't know why I love her, but I love that she's a purple rhino in a schoolgirl uniform and she's all tsundere and shit. I love her. Cookie, we love Cookie. Charlize, one day I got Charlize randomly in my town and I was like, who the fuck is that? Get out. And then I got to know her. And I was like, oh, Charlize, you're actually a sweetheart. Pietro, I love Pietro. I have a lot more faves, but I'm trying to be concise. What is a good tip on buying from sellers and how to tell that they're not scammers? Okay, first of all, always pay goods and services. Always pay goods and services. Unless you absolutely 100% trust someone. Second of all, check their proofs extensively. Make sure that they're their proofs. Make sure that the other person has named them in the proof, because if it's just a screenshot of someone saying like, in a message like, hey, I received the item today. Like, you don't know whose it is. They could have easily screenshot that from someone else's proof. If you are still really doubtful, I really recommend messaging the people in the proofs. So, favorite non-K-pop music. I try to limit this as to not make it sound like I'm just name dropping on this list. Alejandro and Maria Laura, they are from Peru and their music is really lovely. It's very like, they tell a lot of stories through the lyrics. I love. Fleet Foxes, Helplessness Blues is still one of the best albums ever released, IMO. Natalia Lafourcade, Mexican, she is lovely. Hu 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 used to be basically my favorite album for at least a decade. Julia Halter, she's amazing. Have You in My Wilderness is a beautiful album. Jessie Lanza, I love her. She just gets me in a mood. A great mood. I love very atmospheric music, so. Kimya Dawson, she's great. I love her so much. Her lyrics were really helpful through a lot of rough times. Lorde, I love Lorde. Her first albums, I'm just like, ugh, I love Lorde. Also puts me in a mood. No Name is an amazing rapper and I love her. Rihanna. I love Rihanna so much. Solange. We stand Solange in this household. I got to see her live in Pitchfork and it was insane. What a performer. Also Quiero Quiero Bonito, amazing group. I love their music. And finally Wednesday Campanella. I love Wednesday Campanella. They're so good. They just create some of the coolest music I've ever listened to. Top tier. Down to the last two questions. I know this was taking a while. I'm so sorry. What are my favorite foods? This changes often. One of the foods I have always loved is tostones. I grew up in Puerto Rico, so we love our plantains. I love my plantains. And currently another big favorite is hot pot. I'm obsessed with really spicy hot pot. Yum, yum, yum. We stand. I could eat it every day if it wasn't expensive. Finally, we have reached the end. Sorry. Around how much have I spent on K-pop? We don't talk about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope this was a fun video for y'all. I hope I don't look like a mess when I'm editing. Huge thank you once again for 1K. I am so grateful. That was such a lovely thing to achieve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's any other sort of video that you want to see from me, be it about collecting or not, please let me know. Some of y'all wanted to see my Animal Crossing collection, so we could do that one day, but in the meantime, I hope everyone has had a lovely week, a great day, and I will see y'all on my next video.